Hello, everyone. Good morning. Glad to see you all back here. Let's start from the beginning here. We'll be talking to you about the commercial client paradox this morning, and then finding the me in commercial, we'll be going through a day in the life of an ebankIT commercial user. And that's a lot to show, so I brought reinforcements with me today. I have with me on stage not one, but two Raquels, as you've heard, and they will be sharing their knowledge on commercial banking with us just after I go into this commercial client paradox thing. So what do we mean by commercial client paradox? So a commercial client is typically often the backbone of profitability for financial institutions. And yet, so often we see them treated almost as second-class digital citizens, right? For a number of reasons. I mean, typically, while they're major revenue drivers, they get user experiences that lag several years behind what you're offering your retail customers. Also, while they are typically long-term customers of the bank, stay there for a very long time, yet they're forced to log into different systems for their various accounts or to switch between their own personal retail accounts and their business accounts or different businesses. So they keep having to use these different fragmented systems. They have complex needs. Their businesses are often complex. This translates to their digital banking needs. And yet they're so often forced to go through manual workarounds, email this person and whatever, and it's just not working out for them most of the time. And they have high expectations due to the high demands of their business. But then they end up depending on your branch staff for so much of what they need on an everyday basis. So they end up getting stuck there a little bit, and it's not that efficient. So what do we as ebankIT propose as maybe ways to alleviate these issues and get a different type of result? So let's start with the obvious part. A world-class UX. So why should these customers have access to a lower level of user experience or an older user experience? Why shouldn't they be able to use a unified platform? Just log in once, have access to all your various businesses, even your own personal accounts. Why not automate some more? Automation is critical today. Everyone needs more automated processes in their business. And of course, why not have advanced self-service? Why not take away that workload from the staff and from the branch and give them the autonomy to really do these things on their own when they need it efficiently? And so let's see just an example of what this can look like. Throughout this presentation now, we'll be showing you the default out-of-the-box experience so that you can see the minimalistic design and focus on the content. But of course, what we're proposing, as we showed yesterday, is that you have the full ebankIT experience with all the bells and whistles, as it were, as if you were a retail customer. There's no reason why you shouldn't. And so, with that in mind, I will invite you to then look at what a day in the life of a commercial user at ebankIT can be like. And for that, I will invite the first Raquel to show us what it looks like.
So I'm the first Raquel, as Pedro mentioned. At least I'll be the first one to present today. And today I'm going to talk about some of the recent functional improvements we brought to the digital experience. Specifically around product groups, and by products I mean accounts, credit cards, which may be more familiar terms for you, and then around shared contracts. So I'll start with the product grouping capabilities, which allow users to better organize their groups, and then I'll move on to the omnichannel contract feature that provides greater control when managing users, permissions, and limits. So let's take a look at how this is helping improve the digital experience. So imagine you're a commercial user operating under a shared contract. It may be useful for you to distinguish your own products from those of others or combine them occasionally. To do that, we now offer product groups. Auto groups are initially created, meaning each user will have a predefined group with their own set of products, but it is also possible to manually create custom groups. It is a very simple process. You just have to create a group and give it a name, then scroll through your entities and select the desired products that you want to include. As I mentioned before, you can include checking accounts, credit cards, debit cards. This will allow you to have a more customized view of your groups and your products, and it's more helpful for your experience. So after creating the group, as you will see right away, as I mentioned the products, after creating the group, it will be the last one to be displayed on your group's list, but this is changeable as well as the group's visibility. It is also possible to share groups with the other users of your contracts, but keep in mind that these users will not be able to edit this group directly. Instead, they can create a copy to their own list and then edit that copy if they want to. Another thing is that if you place the group here on the first position on your group's list, this will make it the first one to be displayed on the dashboard as well, as you will see right away. And here it is. Okay, continuing on the perspective of a commercial user operating under a shared contract, it is now also possible to edit that contract directly through digital channels, thanks to our new feature, Omnichannel contracts. To better illustrate how this works, I will show you a use case where the goal is to add a user to the contract and then activate him. Okay, so first you will need to access, obviously, the Omnichannel contracts option. Then you will have a section here, inactive users, and you will have an option that will allow you to add a new user. You will have a form where you just have to insert some of the user's details, such as their name, their email, and even their phone number. Then you will proceed and select a valid username, and then choose the authentication method that the user will use to access the digital channels. Then you just have to proceed and continue with the process, and your user will be created. But as I mentioned, we still need to activate them in the contract. So we can go to the Omnichannel contract page through these shortcuts. This will lead us to the page that you just saw, and the new user will be integrated in the inactive users section. And now, to activate him, we just need to add him to a user group. In this case, we already have here two predefined groups, so we just need to select one. And then here we have it, the groups page. You can see that it is divided into 3 tabs, meaning you can also change permissions and limits and also authorizations. In this case, we have here a limit predefined, so we are going to edit it and change the permission to a different one. So you just see how this is done. Now you just finish it and you have a new limit and a new user on the contract. You just need to save the changes and your contract will be updated. Of course, we have to verify our identity for safety reasons, and then the contract is updated. Another aspect that I haven't mentioned yet is that this feature is now also available for individual users through mobile banking. Exciting, right? It is accessible through the same option, the Omnichannel contracts option, but in this case, we can only define limits. Each bank will determine to which operations users can set limits to. In this case, we have the transfer to my accounts operation as an example, and as you can see, we could either set daily limits or per operation limits. For this example, we are going to set a daily limit of 400 euros for the operation transfer to my accounts. We just need to confirm the changes, and once again, it's the same process. The contract is going to be updated, and the new limits are in place. So, this was a quick preview of how these features work. Hope it was helpful. Thank you very much for your attention, and I will pass the word to the second Raquel.
Hi everyone, I'm the second Raquel. As you can see, Raquel is a very popular name in ebankIT Pretty sure Pedro already asked the help from AI to change legally his name. It's just the right thing to do, Pedro, at this time. It's too many Raquels here. You need one more. So I'm here to show you a feature that is not available yet. It's going to be available very soon. So you're going to see it firsthand, our bulk upload feature. Pretty sure that's just worth the trip to Porto just to see this one. So let's dive into it. We are going to present Sarah's story and how she uploaded a file with multiple payments. We're going to see her fail, we're going to see her succeed, and we also have a little bit of something for those who usually approve transactions. With this, we hope you can see the potential of this new feature that we are developing for you and for your commercial clients, obviously. So this is the story of bulk payments and how Sarah saved hours of headaches for her business. Sarah works for a growing business that has over 50 employees and more than 100 monthly supplier payments. Every payday, she has to enter hundreds or a lot of payments manually into her online banking platform. This is a tedious endeavor, a risky endeavor, so she was feeling a bit frustrated, as you can see. She was thinking, has to be a better way of doing this, right? So she was discussing this with her colleagues, and like, Sarah, why don't you just use the bulk upload feature that you have on your online banking? So she went ahead, talked to her admins, she's like, it's the way to go. So she learned that she could download the template, prepare a file, a spreadsheet or a CSV file, upload it into her online banking, and the bank would process each transaction individually. She was skeptical, right? Would this work? So she decided to try. She logged in, went to the bulk feature, downloaded the template, prepared the file with all of the payments you wanted to do that day, upload it, and let's see if it works. Oh no, Sarah did something wrong. So this bank decided that payment dates cannot be in the past, so she had to fix the file with the correct payment dates. So she went in, fixed the file, and we'll upload it again. Go ahead, Sarah, you can do this. There you go. Will this work this time? Let's see if it fails another validation. No, it works. So everything went well. She has like 5 payments there, worth 50 euros on payments, not much, so not a very risky this time. So she'll continue. This needs to be approved by an admin, so it's now waiting to be approved by someone. So Michael Scott, who's the signer of his business, is on vacations in Santorini, drinking cocktails by the beach, received the push notification on his phone. So he sees he has a pending transaction to be approved. He's going in, seeing the details of it, see if it all matches out. He sees it's a bulk transaction. Sarah is doing some testing for sure. So he's going to approve it. So he sees it's 50 euros, not very risky, it's correct, it's paper, 50 euros, maybe it's like too expensive, we don't know. But it's like 5 payments, so he's gonna approve it, and it's going to be processed in the meanwhile. So Sarah received a push notification saying that her transaction was approved. So she's super curious, right? So she's going to her online banking, seeing her bulk transaction history. She sees that the file was not processed yet, it didn't start it yet, but she can see details of it. She can see the 5 payments are there, the 50 euro total amount is correct. So she just needs to wait for them to be approved, or approved, not processed. So she's feeling now less anxious. It all worked well. She knows how to do a file this time. So Sarah's happy. She did a good job. Thank you so much. This is what we had to show you today. If you want to know more, see it live, just let us know. We'll be here all day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.